Development for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has come to an end. The character roster, stages, modes are all done. Whether you're happy with what we got or not is moot. There is nothing new coming out for this game. The only questions for Smash now are simply, what's next? What is the direction this franchise should take after Ultimate? Will there be any more Smash games in the future? How can they top the monumental scale that is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? When is Waluigi going to be playable? So many questions with no clear answers. Which is why I'm making this video, to give my 2 cents on what I think would be the best direction Smash should take in the near future. To quickly answer one of these questions, the next Smash game should not try to make lightning strike twice and follow the same path of trying to remake the magic that is Smash Ultimate. Attempting to recreate the Ultimate Gaming Icon crossover is extremely problematic, because at what point would it become too big? If they continue traveling this path, the roster will just go from impressive to downright overwhelming. I'd say it's time for some introspection. Instead, the best path forward for Super Smash Bros. Is to retell the story of the franchise. Ergo, it's time for a hard reset on Smash. When a franchise hits a dead end, the logical next step is to start over. A new game to retell the story of this crossover. A new game that should be called Super Smash Brothers. Yes, just Super Smash Brothers to signify a new beginning. This theoretical new game should return the franchise to its roots, a Nintendo All-Stars game that focuses and celebrates the franchises and properties of Nintendo, a game that brings back old favorite modes that haven't seen the light of day in years, a game that reminds fans that Smash is not just about a large collage of gaming icons, but also about how they interact with each other in various game modes. Stick around for the rest of the video to hear my point of view on how I would direct the next Smash game. This is the direction Smash should take for the next game. The biggest question that the overwhelming majority of Smash fans have on their head with the announcement of a new Smash game is simple. What characters will participate in this new All-Star Brawl? Who will be joining as a newcomer? Who will be returning? And who is getting cut? Smash character speculation is never ending. If I was in charge of the next Smash game, my answer is simple. Since this is a reboot of Super Smash Bros. As a whole, the roster will revert back to the pre-Brawl years, a celebration of Nintendo exclusive IPs only. This means no third-party representation anywhere in the game. No Sans Mii costume, no Final Fantasy VII Spirits, no Spiral Mountain stage, no Persona music, no Monster Hunter bosses, and of course, no third-party playable characters. None. Not Sora, not Steve, not Cloud, not Mega Man, and yeah, not even Sonic should return for the next Smash game. Now the question becomes, which Nintendo characters return and which don't. Here I will decide who is best to stay and who should be kicked to the curb. None. Just kidding, there is so much fat to trim. Of course we need character cuts. The original 12 are sacred cows and should all return. Peach, Bowser, Ice Climbers, Zelda, Marth, Ganondorf, Mewtwo, and Mr. Game & Watch should return as full-fledged characters. Pichu, Falco, and Young Link should all be cut. As for Dr. Mario, Sheik, Lucina, Roy, and Chrom, I'll get to them later. Meta Knight, Pit, Zero Suit Samus, Wario, Diddy Kong, King Dedede, Olimar, Rob, Toon Link, and Wolf should all return, and Ike, Pokemon Trainer, and Lucario should be cut. Villager, Wii Fit Trainer, Rosalina, Little Mac, Greninja, Mies, Palutena, Robin, Shulk, Bowser Jr., and Duck Hunt should stay, and Corrin should be cut. Inkling, Ridley, King K. Rool, Incineroar, Piranha Plant, Byleth, Min Min, and Pyra and Mithra should return, and Isabelle should be demoted back to an assist trophy. As for Echo Fighters, only Daisy should return as a full character, but she should go through a complete overhaul. Plus Dr. Mario, Roy, Lucas, and Falco should be demoted to alt skins of their parent character. This means that under the Marth slot will be a total of 4 characters. Not including the Miis, this adds up to a total of 49 veteran characters returning, and with an additional 6 newcomers, plus the Miis, gives us a grand total of 58 characters, a total equivalent to that of Smash 4's final roster. Although not as big as Ultimates, this is still a massive roster. As for the 6 new characters, first off, a new generation Pokemon. At this point, this is expected in every Smash game. The next 2 should be a new Zelda character and a new Kirby character. These are 2 of Nintendo's biggest franchises, and the fact that they haven't received a new representative since Brawl is absolutely unacceptable. It's been over a decade since King Dedede and Toon Link joined Smash. Time for a new Zelda and a new Kirby character. I would also add a new Mario character. There is never too much Mario in Smash. Fire Emblem, on the other hand, deserves no new representation. The last 2 characters are complete grab bags. It could be anyone within the Nintendo universe, as long as they're not from Fire Emblem. It could be Ashley, it could be Kamek, Samurai Goro, Isaac, Andy from Advance Wars, Issa from Sin and Punishment, you name it. They can go all obscure with the last 2 characters, or Doshin the Giant for a joke. With that all said and done, this is what the roster would look like in contrast to Ultimate's roster. It's trading some quantity to increase the quality. The next Smash game should be a pleasant experience for both casual and competitive players. The overall movement speed should be very similar to Ultimate, a speedy, smooth experience that is thrilling yet accessible. However, I would like a few tweaks. Spot dodge cancelling should be removed. It's way too overpowered with low risk and high reward. Most aerial attacks should have a considerable increase in landing lag. For the most part, they are just way too safe. Dodge staling should stay, as it discourages repeated use. Multiple air dodging should be brought back from Brawl and Smash 4, though only for the neutral air dodge. Directional air dodging should stay. It should have the same amount of cooldown as an ultimate, and unlike the standard neutral air dodge, directional air dodges cannot be used multiple times. In order to be able to use it again, you must either land on the stage or receive a hit. L cancelling should never return. It's a garbage, one-dimensional mechanic. Dash dancing should return, though it should be more like Ultimate rather than Melee. Body blocking should also return, allowing low mobility characters like Ganondorf and Dedede to more fairly deal with fast ones like Fox. I would extend body blocking to aerial attacks. When you hit an opponent's shield with an aerial attack, your airspeed should be set to 0, meaning that you do not retain momentum after hitting the shield. Here's an example. Roy hits King K. Rool's shield. Since he loses his momentum after hitting the shield, he is forced to land right in front of King K. Rool instead of behind him. This is meant to eliminate cross-ups from Smash, so the characters with low airspeed like King Dedede don't feel disadvantaged and overly oppressed against those with high airspeed like Yoshi. Perfect Shield should function similar to Ultimate, release on time for a hefty reward. Dash cancelling by pressing down on the stick should also stay. Ledge trumping from Smash 4 and Ultimate should most definitely return, and so should the ledge grab limit. Rage should also make a comeback. Now for the new mechanics. The Final Smash meter should make a comeback, but this time it will have many more functionalities and should be part of the standard gameplay with no option to disable. I want to integrate it to competitive play while still remaining accessible and fun for casuals. The meter will now be divided into 4 smaller bars. By holding down one of the shoulder buttons, the character will enter a concentration state. While in this state, the Final Smash meter will gradually fill up. Hitting an opponent while concentrating will disrupt their focus and remove them from the state. If you are hit in the middle of your concentration state, you will be launched farther than normal. This means that you are very likely to lose your stock at a lower percent than if you were not using your concentration state. This is to make sure players don't recklessly use this, thinking it's always safe, because it's not. It has its rewards, but it also has its risks. When one of the 4 bars is filled up, you will gain access to 2 new mechanics. The first is enhanced special moves. As the name implies, at the cost of 1 bar, you will use a powered up version of a special move. Here's an example. Mario's neutral special is Fireball, but when neutral special is used in the concentration state, we get this, Mario Finale. The other mechanic that uses up 1 bar is a defensive one. By pressing either the forward or back direction while in the concentration state, the character will perform a quick slide. If this move is performed at the exact time an opponent is attacking you, they will be slowed down temporarily, giving you an opportunity to turn the tides. The slide will have a pretty high cooldown period, meaning if an opponent knows you are going to use it, they can simply do nothing as you perform the move, leaving yourself exposed for a major attack. Use this move carefully. It's very rewarding when used properly, but very risky when used during poor situations. When 2 bars are filled up, the ultimate defense mechanic goes online. By pressing the shield button while on the concentration state, in the standard button layout, it would be pressing LZ while holding down RZ, you will become completely invincible and release a giant ball of energy in the shape of the Smash logo. This move is called the Smash Blast, and it will push away opponents a set distance. As a defense mechanic, it's simply the best. If you are stuck in a combo, simply use up 2 bars and boom, it will cancel your hit stun animation and blast the opponent away, helping you escape from the disadvantage state and resetting the neutral. About to get hit by a setup, guaranteed to take your stock if it lands? No worry, just activate the Smash Blast and the opponent will be pushed away, giving you a chance to still make a comeback and win. This move has a pretty big cooldown period and can be dodged and shielded, though not countered. This means if an opponent feels like you are going to use the Smash Blast, they can simply delay their attack and shield instead. You'll use the Smash Blast and get nothing out of it, leaving yourself exposed to attack. This is easy to use since there is no complex inputs to press to activate anything. It's all very straightforward, but the difficult part comes in understanding your options at different situations and knowing when to use what. When all 4 bars are activated, the option to use a final smash becomes available. The regular smash ball will still return with super powerful moves, but the final smash for the meter will function much differently. Most final smash meter final smash attacks can be shielded and dodged. Also, with final smash meter, using the final smash will not make you invincible, and the cooldown time is high, meaning that if you miss the attack, your opponent has a giant opportunity to counter-attack, possibly turning the tide of the match. None of these weaknesses apply to the Smash Ball Final Smash. Those are still insanely powerful. One aspect where Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is greatly lacking is fun modes with high replay value. The standard free-for-all Smash, where up to 8 players can battle at once, is still intact. Squad Strike is a great new addition. Special Smash modes such as Custom Smash, Smashdown, and Super Sudden Death can be fun for a party. For Smashdown though, I would make one big change. When a character is used in battle, it will not disappear, but rather those who lose a fight will have the characters they lost with disabled just for them. This means that in a complete squad strike, you lose when you run out of characters to use. Be the last player with characters still available and you are the winner. Tourney mode is great and should be kept, and coin battles should return. Overall, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has great multiplayer modes, but there is always room for improvement. But when it comes to single player modes, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is very lacking. Classic mode is good, but it feels incomplete. It needs more bonus stages. How I would make classic mode for the next Smash game is I would bring it back to the classic days of Smash. You will have to fight 2 battles. The first one a 1v1 against anyone in the roster. The second a 2v2 team battle against 2 random characters excluding the one you previously battled, because they will be your ally for this fight. After the first 2 battles, you will have to play a bonus game where you must break all the targets within the time limit without falling to the blast zone. Each character will have their own unique map to traverse, specially designed to use their moveset to its highest potential. Basically, it's a way for you to learn what each character is capable of. After the target test is another 3 battles. The first is another one-on-one against any opponent chosen randomly. By the way, if you already fought someone in classic mode, you won't fight them again. The second is against a giant character with the 2 you defeated in the team battle earlier serving as your ally. The third battle will be the halfway rival match. Here there will be no items. It will be fought on an Omega stage, a clean one-on-one fight against a rival. These fights will be the same every time. Some examples include Mario vs Wario, Kirby vs Meta Knight, and Peach vs Daisy. After the rival match will be another bonus stage. the return of the classic board the platforms. Like with Break the Targets, the platforms will be placed in certain spots to help you learn the capabilities of characters, where the target tests are to test your knowledge of each character's attacks. The platforms are used to test your knowledge of their movement options. After the platform test is another 3 battles. The first is another one-on-one versus a random opponent. The second one is versus a team of 15 of another random character. The third one will be a metal version of another fighter chosen by the random number generator. After these 3 will be the last bonus stage, Race to the Finish. Here you will have to reach the door before time runs out. On the way to the end will be 2 fork roads. Each path is different and will be easier for some characters and harder for others. Try playing classic mode several times to learn which path is best for each character. After the last bonus stage are the last 3 fights. The first is the rival battle. Like the halfway rival battle, this one will be fought with no items on an Omega stage and the character is always set. Examples are Mario vs Bowser, Link vs Ganondorf, Samus vs Ridley, Kirby vs King Dedede, and Palutena vs Shulk. After the true rival battle, you will fight versus 30 shadow fighters. These shadow fighters are just darkened versions of playable characters. This battle will be just like the fighting Polygon team from the original Super Smash Bros. After the shadow fighters is the final battle against Master Hand. Depending on the difficulty, you will fight against only Master Hand, both Master and Crazy Hand, or both hands at first, followed by the return of Master Core. After defeating Master Core, Classic Mode is complete. Just shoot the staff credits to claim your reward. On a quick note, trophies should return as collectibles. Next up, the return of a proper all-star mode. Like in previous games in the series, the goal is to defeat every fighter in the roster. This should take an approach more like Melee over Brawl and Smash 4, as in, the characters are shuffled randomly. Depending on how far you progress, you will fight anywhere from 1 to 4 opponents at a time. Clearing all-star mode will reward you with a trophy where the character is performing their final smash. Home run contest should return, and so should multi-man smash. In the case of multi-man smash, I would bring back 10-man smash, 100-man smash, 3-minute smash, endless smash, and cruel smash. And I will add new 10-minute smash to replace 15-minute smash because that was just way too long. In multi-man smash, you will have to fight the shadow fighters from classic mode rather than Mii's. Event mode should make a comeback, but this time the reward for completing one is a spirit. Unlike the spirit battles in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, where the goal was always to defeat the enemy under specific circumstances and situations, in event mode, sometimes the goals are completely different. Sometimes you must protect an ally CPU from the enemy. Other times you must defeat an enemy under specific conditions. And then there are those where the goal has nothing to do with fighting. Examples of the first one would be using Mario to defeat Bowser before he harms a wandering Peach, and Link defeating Ganondorf before he gets to Zelda. Examples of the second one would be using Zero Suit Samus to hunt down and eliminate the hostile alien creatures like Wolf, King Dedede, and Ridley. But the kicker is, they only take damage from your special moves. The example for the third type of event would be the following. In New Donk City, the objective is to have all band members playing all while avoiding attacks from Bowser and Bowser Jr. If you are defeated, that's a failure. But if you defeat either Bowser or Jr., they will respawn infinitely. Don't focus on attacking them. Just gather all the band members and the event is completed. Yes, like in the first example, some events will require you to use a specific character. Event mode is superior to spirit battles because they have more variety, making them feel more fresh and engaging, rather than stale and repetitive. Making some events locked to a specific character adds a layer of personality and nods to the source of origin. After all, making Robin save Peach from Bowser makes absolutely no sense. The popular and very fun mode from Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS, Smash Run, should make a big comeback. This mode is a lot of fun to play as, running around a map, defeating enemies, and taking challenges to power up, all while unexpected events occur to spice up the experience. And when the clock hits time, all players are then placed on a final battle to take the crown. The enemies consist of several mobs from various Nintendo games and a few third-party ones, just adding to the fan service. I would add to Smash Run by adding 2 more maps to make a total of 3 rather than the same one every time. They will be chosen at random to add variety to this mode. I would bring back all the first party enemies while adding more like Boos, Cheep, Blooper, Bullies, Bandits, Kremlins, Bokoblins, Choo-Choos, X-Parasites, Emmys, Amazy Daisies, Bugsy, Fan, Killer Bees, Heracross, Malamar, Negative Man, Topies, Water Wraith, Turkins, Mekon, Telethia, and many more. The challenges will return completely, bringing back Target Smash, Crystal Smash, Defeat Them All, Survive, and the Bonus Room. The final battles from Smash 3DS's Smash Run should all return and be improved on. All the Smash battle types should return, Multi-Man Smash, versus enemies, and even both Climb and Run. But I would enhance them considerably by adding different varieties and aesthetics and level layouts to reduce repetitiveness and increasing replay value. Special orders should return, but as a single survivor mode. Basically, bring back only crazy orders. It will function the same as it does in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. It will be a series of orders that continues until the player either loses or defeats Master and Crazy Hand. Within a 10-minute time limit, you must clear as many orders as possible. The challenges will get progressively more difficult, and when you feel that you've hit your limit, it's time to challenge Master and Crazy Hand. You will be rewarded for every battle, meaning that the longer you went, the bigger the prize will be, which includes trophies, gold, music, and more special orders tickets. These tickets are needed to attempt the special orders challenge. Of course, Smash Tour. I'm just kidding, that mode sucks and should never come back. Lastly, for modes, a massive adventure campaign should be included in the game. But it's so big that I'll talk about this at the end of the video. It's common practice at this point to update character designs and movesets for them to better represent their source material at the most up-to-date time the game is being developed, which is why the playable characters will all get a second option for each special move similar to custom moves in Smash for Wii U and 3DS. The biggest difference is that the second set of special moves will be unique moves rather than alternate versions of the original. Let me provide some examples. Mario's primary special moves are neutral special Fireball, side special Cape, up special Super Jump Punch, and down special Flood. His secondary special moves will be neutral special Hammer Swing, side special Cat Slide when on the ground, and Cat Dive when airborne. Up special will be Spin from Super Mario Galaxy, and down special Cappy Throw. Link's primary special moves are neutral special Bow and Arrow, side special Boomerang, up special Spin Attack, and down special Remote Bombs. His secondary special moves will be neutral special Sword Beam from Skyward Sword, side special Pegasus Boots, up special Paraglider, and down special Rod of Fire. Kirby's legacy special moves are neutral special Inhale, side special Hammer Flip, up special Final Cutter, and down special Stone. His secondary ones would be neutral special Mirror, side special Beam, up special High Jump, and down special Wheel. Final example, Marth. His primary special moves are neutral special Shield Breaker, side special Dancing Blade, up special Dolphin Slash, and down special Counter. His second set of special moves are neutral special Flare Blade, side special Quick Draw, up special Ether, and down special Somersault Blade. Each of the character's special moves will need to be unlocked, but unlike in Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U, here it will be very straightforward. By clearing Classic Mode with a character on hard or higher, you will be rewarded with their secondary neutral special. Clear them all on hard or higher and you will have them all. Clear All-Star on hard or higher and you will get the secondary side special. Clear special orders with at least 15 challenges completed and the secondary down special will be yours. Clear the entire adventure mode on hard or higher and you will unlock every single secondary up special in the game. Like the special moves, most of the characters will also have to be unlocked. The game's initial roster will consist of the original 12 only. All the characters will now have 12 skins and colors, unlike 8 in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I would add special skins and alternate characters rather than just colors. Some special skins will be Builder Mario, Wedding Mario, Dr. Mario, Wedding Peach. Several of the iterations of Link will share the same slot, including Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild, and the original Link. Fusion Samus, Metroid Dread Power Suit, Blood Falcon as a full-fledged alternate skin of Captain Falcon, Captain K. Rool, different Inkling hairstyles, and Octolinks as alternate skins, and of course every Echo Fighter serving as alts on their original character, and many more. The biggest problem with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the online. Poor netcode, bad matchmaking, and a ranking system that simply doesn't work. These need massive improvements. The next Smash game should have properly implemented rollback netcode to make online play smoother. Matchmaking should be separated once again to for fun and for glory. In for fun, the Smash Ultimate preferred rule option will still be available, allowing you to find matches with any rule set you desire. Want 3-stock stamina? Go for it. Want 6-minute coin battles? Go right ahead. Want a stock battle with no items on battlefield only? You bet you're behind you can choose that. None of it will matter because it will not affect your rank in any way. It's just for fun after all. For glory will be set for those with a more competitive mindset. All matches will be 3 stocks, 8 minutes on battlefield, small battlefield, and final destination stages only. This will be ranked battle, meaning that winning will increase your rank while losing will decrease it. Depending how high your opponent is ranked, you will receive or lose a certain number of points. By this I mean that if you defeat an opponent who is higher ranked than you, you will earn more points than normal. But if you lose against someone with a lower rank, you will lose more points. Also, beating someone of lower rank will grant less points, and losing to someone of higher rank will deduct less points. Arenas, spectator mode, and tourneys should return, as well as the ability to share videos, Mii fighters, and stage builder creations. Finally, the big one, the adventure mode. This journey should be more like the subspace emissary and less like the world of light. By this I mean it should be a side-scrolling platform fighting beat 'em up instead of a glorified spirit board. Immersive, awe-inspiring cinematic cutscenes should return to enhance the experience. The beauty of the subspace emissary was that not only were Nintendo characters duking it out, they interact with each other in more social matters. Seeing Diddy Kong annoy Fox and Falco, Pit enjoying the fight between Mario and Kirby, or even tea time with the royal ladies were all just bursting with charm and personality, making it far more memorable than the world of light, which is why the next adventure mode should take this direction. The plot for this is simple. Nintendo's greatest and most evil villains have united for one common goal: to plunge the Nintendo universe into chaos and darkness. Now the rest of the cast must unite to stop them. Not much of a story, but this is Smash. It's about the fan service. The game will start with one of 8 levels. Here you can choose which set you want to start with. The Mario one, the Donkey Kong one, the Link one, the Samus one, the Yoshi one, the Kirby one, Fox one, and the Pikachu one. Each one will be pretty decently long and will end in one of the villains. Bowser awaits at the end of the Mario route. King K. Rool is Donkey Kong's enemy. Ganondorf for Link, Ridley for Samus, Mewtwo awaits Pikachu, Wolf is ready to deal with Fox, King DDD awaits Kirby, and a brand new villain is the end of the Yoshi route. Each branch will have levels with themes centered on the character picked. Mario's levels will be based off the Mushroom Kingdom, with a lot of platforming, secret exits in the form of warp pipes, keyholes, and beanstalks that lead to secret levels that reward players with rare material for passing them, and a plethora of Mario series enemies like Goombas, Koopas, Boos, bullies, and many more. Donkey Kong's levels will also be platform levels, but unlike those of Mario, will be more straightforward with no secret exits, but in return will be a lot more difficult. These levels will be filled with barrel cannons, minecarts, and falling platforms, all designed for an intense, fast-paced platforming experience. In addition, famous Donkey Kong enemies like Critters, Claptraps, Zingers, and more will serve as additional obstacles. These levels will be set on Congo Jungle. Link's levels will be large, non-linear dungeons filled with puzzles, mazes, and unlockable doors. If this is too difficult to comprehend, think the underground maze from Melee, only larger, more complex, and filled with a surplus of mob enemies. Octoroks, Redeads, Skulltulas, Bogoblins, Stalfos, Darknuts, and more will serve as enemies to ensure you don't escape. Some levels will be more straightforward, like the underground maze, where all that is required is to find the correct endpoint, but some will be a bit more complex. Sometimes one must find the strong enemy that carries a key that is needed to open the door that leads to the next level, and others will require you to find all the chambers and defeat all the enemies for the exit door to open. The artistic direction of these levels will be directly inspired by multiple dungeons within several Zelda games. Samus's levels will be on one large Metroidvania map with a non-linear layout, hidden passages and items, and a lot of dead ends. The Chozo statues that carry power-ups in the Metroid games will also appear in the Samus levels. Only here they will carry a trophy that will grant you a new character. Like the power-ups in Metroid games, the newly acquired character will have moves that will allow you to access new sections of the level previously inaccessible. If you get lost, don't worry. A map will be available for you to easily track your own location. While traversing this stage, you will have to deal with monsters like Gamers, Metroids, X-Parasites, and even the dreaded Emmy. Yoshi's levels will be side-scrolling platform levels very similar to those of Mario. Only this time, collectibles will be required to fully complete the stage. Every level will have 5 smiley flowers hidden somewhere within its borders. You don't have to collect all 5 to reach the end goal of the level, but in order to 100% complete the adventure mode, all smiley flowers need to be collected. Although very similar to Mario in level design, including the precision platforming and secret entrances, the enemies will be Yoshi enemies like Shy Guys, Fly Guys, Bandits, Tap Taps, and Daisies. Kirby's levels will also be side-scrolling platform center stages. Only these levels are easier to pass than the levels for the other 7 characters. This is in line with the Kirby games, since they are generally much easier than any games from the other characters. That being said, easier does not mean more straightforward or downright brain dead. The easiness comes from enemies like Waddle Dee, Brontobert, Cappy, Chili, and others who will be weaker than mobs from the other characters' levels, and from the very generous platforming with very low chance of falling into a pit and losing a stock. Kirby's levels will have secret doors that leads to rare items, and many of these doors are either well hidden or will only be unlocked with a key. Examples of the former would be passing in front of 3 waterfalls and one having an unusually large dark circle at the summit, indicating a secret door. An example of the latter would be coming across a key and having to take it through a hall of spikes to open a locked door. But if you drop the key along the way, it will disappear and will not reappear, meaning that if you want to retry at getting the item, you must play through the entire level again. Some of these will pass so fast that you will miss it if you're not paying close attention, making Kirby levels easy to pass but rather difficult to complete in a single try. Fox's levels will be short, length, fast-paced action side-scrollers with a plethora of enemies, multiple exits, and intense speedy gameplay. For those who've played them, think of the Mega Man X series. Lots of action, motion, and intensity all at once, creating some adrenaline-pumping levels. Like in Star Fox games, these levels will have multiple branching ends, meaning that depending on what ending you got, a different level will open up, thus completing the entire set of Fox levels in one go is impossible. Just like how it's impossible to beat all the maps on a Star Fox game on your first playthrough. The ways to trigger the different paths varies. One is simply picking the low road in a fork path over the high road, and others will require you to complete a certain objective to trigger the secret path. One example would be traveling in an elevator and 7 rings appear. If you ignore them, the elevator will simply take you to the standard ending door. But if you jump through all 7 of them, the elevator will travel an even higher distance and will lead to a secret door, granting access to the hidden level. This is a nod to unlocking the secret path in the Corneria level in Star Fox 64. Pikachu's levels will be the most straightforward ones out of the 8. All that is required for players to complete them is to enter the arena and defeat the horde of enemies. Repeat this 8 times, each with different mobs, and the level is complete. That's right, no platforming, no exploration, no secret items, just battle, battle, battle. The 8 battles are a nod to the 8 gym leaders players must defeat in most Pokemon games. While exploring the levels, you will come across the other Smash characters as trophies. Out of the trophies will emerge a dark shadow in the silhouette of the character. Defeat the shadow and the characters join the adventure and become playable. The first character unlocked in Mario's path will be Peach, in Donkey Kong's Ness, Link's Marth, Samus's Captain Falcon, Yoshi's Luigi, Kirby's Jigglypuff, Fox's will be Inkling, and for Pikachu, it will be Zelda. Upon unlocking new characters, levels from that point onwards will have new layouts that will require players to try out every character and not just stick to a certain few. Here are a few examples. After rescuing Peach, Mario will come across a giant chasm he can't cross. He will have to switch to Peach so she can float and cross the trench. After rescuing Captain Falcon, the next area will be a long row of rapidly falling platforms. They fall so fast, Samus is not quick enough to reach across to the next area, meaning she will have to let Falcon take over and with his speed make it through to continue. Unlike the Subspace Emissary, here you can just pause to open the menu and select switch character and change them when you please. Just note that your health will remain the same, so be wary of switching to the wrong character at the wrong time. At the end of each character's area, you will have unlocked a few characters with each one, and the last one for each individual path is their enemy. Mario vs. Bowser, Donkey Kong vs. King K. Rool, Link vs. Ganondorf, Samus vs. Ridley, Yoshi vs. Mysterious New Villain, Kirby vs. King Dedede, Fox vs. Wolf, and Pikachu vs. Mewtwo. After clearing each of the 8 characters' levels, the final path will reveal itself. Now it's time to pursue the real architects behind the villainous acts. Now all the characters you have rescued will unite for the final act. In this area, the levels are a mix of everything you have dealt with before and then some with a higher difficulty. The last few characters are located here, and of course, boss battles will be present throughout the entire adventure. The bosses will include Giga Bowser, Petey Piranha, Boolossus, Lord Frederick, Ganon, Master Koga, Omega Ridley, Ravenbeak, Kracko, Marx, Monkey Andross, Rayquaza, Arceus, Medusa, Porky, and DJ Octavio. Oh yeah, this is going to be one massive adventure mode. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a massive game with over 80 characters and well over 100 stages, but in the aspect of single player mode, it's very lacking. In fact, it's too big from a multiplayer viewpoint and way too small from a single player one. The next Smash game should balance this out by adding a lot more single player modes while cutting down the roster down to 58 characters and the stage list to about 70. Very much a worthy trade since Smash is way more than just multiplayer Smash battles. The new concentration mechanic will add a whole new level of depth to the game. In addition, the second set of special moves will allow for great customization of the characters, making the game far more diverse than just adding more characters. A new adventure mode to recapture the beauty of the Subspace Emissary. Lastly, rollback netcode plus proper matchmaking for both casuals and pros to fix the biggest problem with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the atrocious online. All this will add up to create the greatest Smash Bros. Experience yet, far surpassing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate if directed properly. And with that, I log out. Thank you for watching, and until next time.